More options. La La Land, the almost Oscar-winning movie musical from writer-director Damien Chazelle, isn't just a film paying homage to old Hollywood and bright-eyed California dreaming, or an exercise designed to highlight the pointed banter of Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. It is all of those things, yes, but it is mostly, and most cleverly, a feminist critique of classic leading man foolishness, a takedown of toxic masculinity hiding between Los Angeles landmarks, freeway traffic, and razzle-dazzle choreography. La La Land, which premieres on HBO this evening, is the story of two LA dreamers: Sebastian Gosling, a self-important piano player who worships bygone jazz greats, and Mia Stone, a barista aspiring actress with a head for writing. Mia falls in love, first, with Sebastian's talent. She catches him at some awful restaurant, playing his heart out on the piano after a night of dinky holiday standards. She thought she hated jazz, but Sebastian, like any knowledgeable male would, has shown her she was wrong. He extends her education with a trip to the Rialto Theatre to watch Rebel Without a Cause, a classic, sure, and a pretty good date, but also a way for a man to assert to a woman that he knows more than she does about her chosen career path. Mia lets him guide her, and yet Sebastian doesn't seem to return the favor. He encourages her to follow her own talents and write a one-woman play, but when she does, he doesn't show up in time to see it. You see, he's been held up by a photo shoot for a lucrative gig he doesn't really want. But it's not just circumstances that keep him away. The two have a fight when Sebastian wants Mia to join him on tour, assuming she can rehearse her work anywhere, work he doesn't appear to read, see, or understand throughout the film. He says he supports her, and he does her, not the work. That, he takes for granted. La La Land offers little sign he takes her craft seriously outside of his feelings for a pretty young woman. Sebastian's third-act big romantic gesture is to drive Mia back to LA for the audition that could change everything, but even here, his motives are grey. Is it just guilt for pushing her into the failed play? Is it an obligation to his own artistic standards that one should never give up on a dream? Is it the last flickers of romantic feeling because her dream isn't big enough for the both of them? Sebastian thinks he knows everything about jazz, about artistic ethics, about what he wants his life to be. But he's wrong on every count, and unwilling to ask for or listen to advice, even from other men. Keith John Legend, the musician friend with the crossover sound who gives him a taste of professional success, lays it out for him. The musicians Sebastian adores were revolutionaries, yet Sebastian wants to fix their sound in amber, embracing the music but not the spirit. La La Land, itself a blossoming garden of classic Hollywood appreciation, presents this as an artistic irony, but it's also a critical read of Sebastian's stubborn paternalism. He needs to change, to admit to his gaps and shortcomings, and he won't. When he does, it's to be a martyr. Sebastian does finally join Keith's band. For the wrong reasons, he overhears Mia talking on the phone and invents himself an idea of what she wants and who he needs to be. He makes the sacrifice, becomes something he isn't, and pulls the relationship apart like taffy over it all. On stupid pride, without a word to her from Mia. Ego, arrogance, silence, incuriousness toward a woman's equal stance as an artist. These traits, outdated masculine obsessions meant to project strength over an insecure core, only hurt Sebastian. At the end of La La Land, Mia arrives at Sebastian's long-dreamed-of jazz bar, named Seb's, her idea, with the logo she drew. He learned too late to listen to her. You can see it on his face from the stage, the lovelorn grief, the slapping realization this wasn't worth it. And it didn't have to be. As she watches him play, a dream sequence plays out, her fantasy of how they could have stayed together and still lived both their dreams. In a film about nostalgia, it's a modern revelation. In Mia's vision, it turns out they also like jazz in Paris. All Sebastian had to do was what he once asked her: come on the road, and realize his dream was a movable feast, not either a fixed address or a sellout life playing corny R&B with John Legend. Sebastian could have, to coin a phrase, had it all: love and family, art and career. Instead, he gets to play out his lonely passion in an underground bar, and Mia gets to be the one who got away. If La La Land is a sad story, a Casablanca-style tale of doomed romance, its emotions go blue out of choice, not luck and circumstance. Our era is fraught with these choices, collisions of dreams, economics, and geography seemingly intent on keeping ambitious young people apart. But what La La Land reveals is that distance can be overcome with respect, communication, and a brave swing at the brittle pinata of patriarchal pride. Sebastian Schudve listened to more George Gershwin. Life is a lot like jazz, he once said. It's best when you improvise. David Greenwald is a Portland-based writer and critic. Follow him on Twitter at @DavidGreenwald and davidgreenwald.com. Watch La La Land on HBO Go or HBO Now. HBO Go. La La Land. Ryan Gosling.